Hello, fam, and welcome to another news update from Naija Newsmonger. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Our first update today is that of the it's a story from the Force Intelligence Department of the Nigerian Police, which says that they've released Alex Enenche, the younger brother of Pastor Paul Enenche, along with Abraham Daniel, a former pastor at Dunamis Church, and they've both been released on bail and instructed to report back to the Force Intelligence Department today, Friday, as well as Monday, next Monday, January 13th. Now, in case you missed it, they were both arrested and detained on January 7th, but were released the following day after an agreement was reached to resolve the matter amicably. They were accused of cyberbullying and criminal defamation against Pastor Paul Enenche, the founder and senior pastor of Dunamis International Gospel Center, Abuja. Other charges against them include injurious falsehood, making false publications / giving false information, and inciting public nuisance. These developments came after Pastor Daniel publicly accused Pastor Enenche of reneging on a gentleman's agreement between them. Now, according to their lawyer, no clear reason was given for their detention, even though they cooperated fully with the police, when they were arrested. And at a point, I know reports revealed that their family members had expressed concerns about their whereabouts after they responded to a police invitation. Oga. So, what is baffling me in this saga is, are we not taught that as Christians we should do what Jesus would do? So is this what Jesus would do in this situation, locking up their own or his own brother? I don't think so. And this is just another example of how the world has entered the church, making people really lose hope in the church. A lot of people have really, I'll say, they've lost hope in the church, to be honest. It's just a sorry state of affairs, because even if you are in the world, you are not a churchgoer. Can you not resolve things with your brother, or resolve issues or conflicts with your brother without involving the police and getting your brother arrested? It's a bit of an embarrassment, if you ask me, honestly. Pastor Enenche, please try and do things do better, actually. Settle things with your brother without involving the police. Haba. Anyway, moving on. Our next story is it's pictures of Wike's son's graduation in the UK. Wike's son's graduation in the UK, attended by some of his fellow politicians as well. They took photos are on your screen. Nigerian politicians, if you're looking for politicians that are out of touch with reality, yes, I would say it's every politician in Nigeria, honestly. After underdeveloping the country, if there's a word like that, they will travel out for everything, including grocery shopping. They want to buy tissue paper in London. They want to have lunch in London. They want to buy salt in London. Then they will now come and be rubbing it in our faces. Africa, motherland, when are we going to get it right? Anyway, Showore gave him measure for measure. Say that was full ground. He tweeted, "You were a governor for 8 years in Rivers State, one of the wealthiest states in Nigeria. Yet you couldn't build a school where your children could." Okay, the rest was cut off there. Well, he also added he's currently, that is Wike, is currently the FCT minister, yet he sends his children to schools in the UK. And so now, Wike, you did not try at all. We are not saying don't send your children to the moon to school, because we know you do it. Whether you come on social media to flaunt it or not, we know that your children are not in Nigeria. They can't school in Nigeria. We know that for sure. But the question I'm asking you, must you flaunt it in our faces? Must you? People like the average Nigerian now struggles to put food on their table. You're coming to show us pictures. You're proud your son graduated. Shame on you. That's my message for you today, Wike. Our next story is from the stable of Miss Universe. Miss Universe story no go end. The story no dey end. They say wahala be like Auntie Ramota wig. Apologies to land there and Auntie Ramota. So the new story now that is coming out of that table is that the current Miss Universe Argentina has been stripped of her title. Waiting happen. When I heard, I say, what? Akilo Shele, what have you gone? Hey, they said she Miss Yanio. I said, how? They said she came out on social media to say that the competition was what? Fixed. And that in fact the winner, which is the 21-year-old Victoria Fjellvig from Denmark, that she knew she was going to win a whopping 10 days prior to the event. I say, hey. So according to this Miss Universe Argentina now, the one that's complaining, she said when they announced the top 5, I saw the judges looking at each other in strange ways. They started looking at each other as if to say, this is not what we chose, this is not what I chose. That's what it felt like from the outside, and that's where I said, okay, this is fixed. It was always fixed every year. So she's saying that they've always fixed it every year. Now wow, otutukutu, wotojo, you want me say, hey, Miss Universe Argentina. That means that even you yourself too, whatever you got was fixed now. You didn't think about it that way. She also slammed Victoria Fjellvig, that's the current Miss Universe, claiming that she knew she was going to win because she had at least 3 security guards with her during the final days of the competition. She also stated that people even told her the outcome was decided 10 days prior. Ogbelio, àṣírí ń tú o, ẹ gbà mí o, àṣírí ẹ̀kọ́ ò ní tú léjú ewé o, ẹ bá mi ṣàmì sí o. So she also slammed another contestant, Miss Puerto Rico. Miss Puerto Rico's name is Jennifer Colon. She accused that one of being unfriendly and of wearing the worst gown of the night. Oh my God, this Miss Universe Argentina, she appears to be on the warpath though. Waiting they vex you now, my sister. Anyway, that one it don't even concern me, My major concern about the whole matter is that I think there's just way too much controversy surrounding the current queen, the Fjellvig lady. Too much controversy. Recall that soon after her coronation, she posted a video of herself lip-syncing a racial slur included in a Jay-Z song on social media. Why would she do that? And people were so sure at that time that she would be dethroned, but she wasn't. That didn't happen. And I'm not sure why. But my own, take in this whole matter, in my humble opinion now, is that please, Miss Universe should just do the needful, and give this lady a break. She should let her step aside so that they can put her dear Chidima there for us. Chidima is free of scandal. She's clean as a whistle. She's the real queen, original queen. She's the G, man. Yes, so anyway, moving on. This Oriyomi and Naomi matter now, another matter wey wan remind me of Auntie Ramota wig again. No, Auntie Ramota, no vex for me. Say I be your fan. That's why I dey like your wig. If I think of anything where I won't compare to anything, now your wig now they call my mind. Auntie Ramota for fight no dey this one. So it appears that the matter is more serious than we thought so. Because we were all thinking to ourselves that they didn't do anything wrong, at least not intentionally, right? And I had even asked a son about it, and he sort of like gave the legal way that he would tackle it. And this is a very good lawyer, he knows what he's doing. And based on the information we had at the time, he said he couldn't see what Oriyomi had done wrong, So, but we're now hearing that different stories, are just coming up. Some are saying Oriyomi was the target. Some are saying Naomi was the target. So for the ones who are saying that Naomi was the target, they are citing spiritual reasons. They say she belongs to the marine world and she was supposed to have offered a sacrifice to them, but then she chose to go and do the event instead. And this is how, the whole thing backfired. Now, some are saying Oriyomi is actually the target, because of that Adedoyin case that he did, and some are saying Seyi Makinde, that's the Oyo State governor now, that he used Oriyomi to win the elections and he now wants to dump him. They say, in fact, governor of your state yẹn wọ́n ní use and dump ní middle name ẹ̀ o mo ló tún wá ga o. Then a prophet now said Oriyomi too is being spiritually attacked because of a show he once did where he ordered the Ark of the Covenant of I think it's CNS Church, to be brought into his studio. It's also called Apotieri, during a particular hearing. That issue raised a lot of dust at the time with people. A lot of people thinking that Oriyomi missed the mark there. Why would he do such a thing? And I think so too. I think that was extremely disrespectful, to be honest, in any way you want to look at it. Extremely disrespectful. He didn't have to do that. That's my own opinion, to be honest with you. And then Oriyomi eventually apologized, even though he started out by rationalizing what he had done. Yeah, let's watch.
Àwọn ọmọ ìlú yẹn gan yarí pé wọ́n ní gbà kò tí yẹn lọ. Why? Wọ́n ní ìgbà tó kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ wọlé, ṣé rí pé àwọn tó wọlé ò pọ̀. Àwọn tó wọlé ò pọ̀. Wọ́n ní káwọn díẹ̀ wọlé. But àwọn tó wà ń ta fẹ́ mọ̀ tó wà nú àpótí yẹn ṣe. Àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ rí. Àwa bàbá tí wá tó jẹ́nu àwọn tó ń ṣètò àwọn kérúbù yẹn wá ní pé nígbà tán ti ṣíwò fúnra wọn náà ṣí o tán wò tán rí pé kò sí nǹkan tó lè pààyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà wọ́n ní nǹkan ń pààyàn tí wọ́n sì dé pa reasonably ní tí wọ́n ní ń pààyàn tí wọ́n dé pa a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣíwò kò sí tó kàn wá pé lápòtí ẹ̀rí tán bá sọ pé ń pààyàn torí pé wọ́n ní ń pààyàn táwa ò sì gbọ́ pápòtí ẹ̀rí pààyàn rí ìlà fi ṣíwò tó bá jẹ́ Kristẹni ní ṣètò yẹn tí ò bá ṣe bá ńlá náà ó ṣàbòsí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ṣe dáadáa. Forget about religion. Here, forget about religion. Islam gun ò kọ́ wa ká ṣàbòsí Kristẹni.
Yeah, and I think what triggered the alarm for everybody this time around was when the Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde came out to say justice must be done. Yeah, I think we all agree that we agree that there should be some responsibility. I mean, people lost their lives, and we have prayed, we keep praying for the repose of their souls, and we pray that, God should comfort the families that they left behind. But the question is, what does this responsibility, I hesitate to use the word justice, because justice means that something, somebody did something wrong. Yeah, of course, I acknowledge that they've been able to pull out some clauses in the law that outlines what they did wrong, but I don't know, to me, with the small night school I go, it looks to me like, just trying to give a dog a bad name to hang it, to be honest with you. Because definitely there will be something in law that says that if you're planning for such a thing, you should arrange for security for it. But does that law really cover the time before the event? That part will be, I don't know, I have to see it for myself anyway to believe it, So what we're saying is that, yeah, there should be responsibility, but the question is, what does that really look like, in a case like this where the stampede happened well ahead of the start time of the event? What does that look like? And then what does that also look like in cases where some parents threw their kids themselves over the fence in desperation? Who takes responsibility for that too? Is it these three people? If you were in their shoes, would you want to take responsibility for that? I mean, he who comes to equity comes with clean hands. Again, we pray that the departed souls rest in peace. And I think by Monday, we'll have some clarity around the case. Till then, they are both remanded at the Agodi Correctional Facility in Ibadan, along with the school principal. So remember that what they are standing trial for now is 4 counts of conspiracy, acceleration of negligent acts causing harm, and failure to provide adequate security and medical facilities, which the councils note are bailable charges. However, the government's prosecution team objected to the bail application on the grounds of multiple why. And then another thing some people are also talking about is that in Oriyomi's case now, there's some people that have been sent to that same Agodi from cases at Agidigbo, and they'll be there, waiting for him. Who knows? So we're really hoping to that his personal safety is not at risk in Agodi. Honestly, we pray, and I'm hoping that the correctional officers take his safety and his security seriously. We'll keep praying for them, as well as for the repose of the departed souls. Finally, a quick one on the inauguration of the new Ghanaian president. We all saw how grand it was. It was such a lovely event. But one elephant in the room was people who were complaining about the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, and how he was carrying a gun and how disrespectful that was. In my opinion, there are protocol teams, that is Mahama's protocol team and Traore's protocol team. They would have ironed out all of this prior to the event. Do you guys know how much planning goes into events like that? People are busy taking overdose of Panadol for somebody else's headache. Mahama himself did not complain now. Instead, he has been celebrating the man, which is well deserved anyway, because we cannot see how popular he is. The guy is just too popular. He's too much. Anyway, we've come to the end of today's blog, fam. Please take time to subscribe, and let's even try and reach 100 subscribers this January now. Now, wow, this is shame. Is shaming me, to be spending all this time to bring you guys some juicy news, and no likes, no comments, no subscriptions. Please, let's try and hit 100 this month. This is 2025. No darling. And it's free now. Anyway, till the next one, it's Aigafu. Say Anjima. O Dabo.